Garlic is one of those ingredients that almost everyone has sitting in their kitchen. We chop it, crush it, eat or roast it to add flavor to our food. It's in stir-fries, soups, curries, pasta sauces, and marinades. Most people think of it as a seasoning, nothing more than a way to make meals taste better. But garlic is far more powerful than that. For centuries, across cultures and continents, garlic has been used as medicine. Ancient Egyptians fed it to their workers to give them strength. The Greeks used it to support athletes, and traditional healers prescribed it for nearly every ailment. Today, modern science has caught up with tradition, and it confirms something remarkable. Garlic has properties that may actually help keep your arteries clean and protect your heart. Arteries are like highways for your blood. They carry oxygen and nutrients from your heart to every organ, muscle, and cell. When these highways are clear, blood flows smoothly and the heart doesn't have to strain. But when plaque builds up caused by cholesterol, high blood pressure, inflammation, and unhealthy lifestyle habits, the arteries become narrowed and stiff. This process is called atherosclerosis, and it's the #1 underlying cause of heart attacks and strokes. In fact, clogged arteries are often called the silent killer, because you may not notice symptoms until the blockage is severe. This is where garlic comes in. Garlic contains a compound called allicin, which is released when you crush or chop a fresh clove. Allicin is the magic behind garlic's strong smell and sharp flavor, but it's also what gives garlic its healing power. Research shows that allicin and other compounds in garlic can lower cholesterol, reduce blood pressure, improve blood vessel flexibility, and act as antioxidants that protect arteries from damage. In simple terms, garlic doesn't just season your food, it works quietly inside your body like a natural cleanser for your arteries. Take the story of Mr. Chan, a retired teacher in his late 60s. At a routine checkup, his doctor told him his cholesterol was high and his arteries were starting to narrow. He was scared but hesitant about going straight onto heavy medication. A friend suggested that he add garlic into his meals daily, not in the form of expensive supplements, but the same garlic he used for cooking. Within months, along with small diet changes, his cholesterol numbers improved. His blood pressure dropped, and he felt more energetic during his daily walks. He often said later, "Garlic gave me back my strength." Or think of Mrs. Setha, a grandmother well into her 80s. She swore by her morning ritual of garlic tea. Every day, she crushed a clove, mixed it with warm water, and drank it slowly before breakfast. Her children teased her about the strong smell, but she laughed it off. She lived to see her 90th birthday with a strong heart and clear mind. Was garlic her only secret? Of course not, but it was part of the foundation she built for her health. Science backs up these personal stories. Studies show that garlic can lower total cholesterol by 10 to 15% in people with high levels. It doesn't just reduce the amount of cholesterol in the blood, it helps lower LDL, the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries, while sometimes raising HDL, the good cholesterol that clears excess fat away. Garlic has also been shown to reduce blood pressure by relaxing blood vessels, easing the strain on the heart. For people with hypertension, that's a life-saving benefit. Beyond cholesterol and blood pressure, garlic fights inflammation and oxidative stress. These are processes inside the body that make it easier for plaque to form and harder for arteries to stay flexible. Think of garlic like a cleaner that scrubs the inside of your blood vessels, slowing down the buildup that leads to blockages. It doesn't work overnight, and it isn't magic, but as part of a healthy lifestyle, it makes a meaningful difference over time. This matters more than ever because heart disease remains the leading cause of death worldwide. Seniors face higher risks since arteries naturally stiffen with age, and small mistakes like eating too much fried food or neglecting exercise add up. Garlic offers a simple, affordable, and accessible way to fight back. You don't need a prescription to buy it. You don't need to spend money on fancy products. It's right there in your kitchen, waiting to be used not just as food, but as medicine. The best part is how versatile garlic is. You can eat it raw, add it to cooked dishes, roast it for a milder flavor, or even steep it in warm water as tea. You don't need huge amounts, just small, consistent doses built into your meals. That's what makes garlic so practical. It's a natural fix that doesn't require dramatic changes, only steady use. So the next time you slice open a garlic clove, remember it's not just adding taste to your food, it's adding protection to your arteries. Garlic lowers harmful cholesterol, raises protective cholesterol, relaxes blood vessels, reduces inflammation, and improves circulation. In the next section, let's dig deeper into the science behind these benefits and see why modern researchers are so fascinated by this humble kitchen ingredient. Garlic may look like nothing more than a small bulb with papery skin, but inside, it holds one of nature's most remarkable compounds. Allicin is released when garlic is crushed, chopped, or chewed, and it's responsible for that sharp, pungent aroma that fills the air. But beyond the smell, allicin is the key to garlic's heart protective powers. Understanding how it works helps us see why garlic has earned such a powerful reputation as a natural artery cleanser. When we eat garlic, allicin and other sulfur-containing compounds enter the bloodstream. These compounds interact with enzymes in the body to produce a cascade of beneficial effects. One of the most important is their ability to lower LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol. That contributes to plaque formation inside arteries. LDL particles are like sticky debris floating in the blood. They latch onto artery walls, where they form layers of plaque. Over time, this narrows the artery, restricting blood flow. Garlic helps reduce the number of these sticky particles, meaning less material is available to build up inside the arteries. At the same time, garlic can help raise HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol that acts like a cleanup crew. HDL particles move through the blood, collecting excess fat and carrying it back to the liver for disposal. This balance lowering LDL while raising HDLs, exactly what doctors aim for when prescribing cholesterol medications. Garlic does it naturally, though usually on a gentler scale. Another powerful effect of garlic is on blood pressure. High blood pressure is one of the biggest risk factors for clogged arteries because it damages the lining of blood vessels. Imagine water flowing too strongly through a narrow pipe. Over time, the pressure creates cracks and weak spots. In the body, those weak spots become places where cholesterol can stick. Garlic helps relax and widen blood vessels by stimulating the production of nitric oxide, a molecule that signals blood vessels to open. This lowers pressure, reduces strain on the heart, and keeps arteries healthier for longer. Consider the example of Mr. Dara, a 70-year-old man diagnosed with hypertension. His doctor prescribed medication, but Dara also began eating a small clove of raw garlic each morning, based on his neighbor's suggestion. Within months, his blood pressure readings dropped noticeably. While the medication played a role, his doctor admitted that garlic likely supported the improvement by naturally relaxing his arteries. Dara described the effect as feeling lighter, as if his body was carrying less burden. Beyond cholesterol and blood pressure, garlic also acts as a powerful antioxidant. Antioxidants are substances that protect the body from oxidative stress damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. Free radicals harm cells, inflame blood vessels, and accelerate plaque buildup. Garlic's antioxidants help neutralize these damaging molecules, reducing inflammation and protecting artery walls from the kind of microscopic injuries that trigger atherosclerosis. One study found that aged garlic extract not only reduced cholesterol, but also slowed the progression of existing plaque in arteries. For seniors who already face narrowing arteries, that's a hopeful discovery. It suggests that garlic doesn't just prevent new buildup, it may actually help slow or stabilize what's already there. That's like having a natural cleaner that not only keeps the windows from getting dirtier, but also gently scrubs away some of the grime. Garlic also improves blood circulation. It makes blood less sticky by reducing platelet aggregation, the process that causes blood cells to clump together. While clotting is necessary to stop bleeding, too much stickiness increases the risk of dangerous clots that can block arteries completely, leading to heart attacks or strokes. Garlic provides a natural thinning effect, keeping blood flowing smoothly without becoming overly thick. For Mrs. Lim, a 66-year-old grandmother, this was life-changing. She had struggled with occasional dizziness, which her doctor linked to circulation problems. After adding garlic to her daily soups and salads, she noticed her energy improved and her dizzy spells decreased. While garlic wasn't a cure-all, her doctor explained that better circulation reduced strain on her body and brain, helping her feel more stable and alert. The benefits of garlic don't stop at the arteries. By improving cholesterol, lowering blood pressure, and enhancing circulation, garlic supports the entire cardiovascular system. The heart pumps more efficiently, blood moves more freely, and oxygen reaches tissues more effectively. Over time, this means not only a reduced risk of heart disease, but also better stamina, sharper memory, and improved quality of life. Of course, garlic is not a miracle pill. It works best as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. Exercise, a balanced diet, and avoiding harmful oils are still essential. But garlic offers something unique. It's natural, accessible, affordable, and easy to include daily. Whether eaten raw, roasted, or as an extract, its compounds consistently show benefits for artery and heart health. So when people call garlic a natural cleanser for arteries, it's not just folklore. The science backs it up. Garlic lowers harmful cholesterol, raises protective cholesterol, relaxes blood vessels, reduces inflammation, and improves circulation. These combined effects make it one of the most effective natural tools for protecting your arteries and heart. Knowing garlic can help clean your arteries is one thing, but the real question many people ask is, how do I actually use it? Do you need to eat it raw? Should you cook it? Do pills work as well as fresh cloves? The good news is, garlic is one of the most versatile foods around, and there are many ways to fit it into your life without feeling like it's a chore. Let's start with raw garlic, because this is where the compound allicin is strongest. Allicin forms when garlic is crushed or chopped, and it begins breaking down quickly. That's why eating garlic raw delivers the most powerful effect. Some people crush one small clove and swallow it like a pill, while others mix it with honey to soften the taste. A common approach is to chop garlic, let it sit for a few minutes to activate the allicin, and then mix it into salad dressings, dips, or even spread it on toast. For those who can handle the flavor, raw garlic is the most direct way to use it as natural medicine. However, not everyone enjoys the sharp, burning taste of raw garlic. That's where cooked garlic comes in. Cooking reduces the potency of allicin, but garlic still contains other beneficial compounds, such as sulfur-rich molecules that support circulation and immunity. Roasting whole bulbs in the oven turns garlic soft, sweet, and almost buttery, making it easy to spread on bread or stir into mashed potatoes. Stir-frying garlic with vegetables or meat infuses the dish with flavor, while still delivering health benefits. Even if cooking lessens allicin, using garlic regularly in meals ensures steady intake of its healing properties. There's also garlic tea, a traditional remedy in many cultures. This involves steeping crushed garlic in warm water, sometimes with lemon or ginger added for flavor. Some seniors drink it first thing in the morning as a cleansing ritual. While the taste is strong, many people find it soothing, especially when combined with honey. This method is a gentle way to consume garlic without chewing raw cloves. Another option is aged garlic extract. This is a supplement made by fermenting garlic over time, which enhances its antioxidant content and reduces its pungent smell. Some studies suggest aged garlic extract is particularly effective at lowering blood pressure and slowing arterial plaque buildup. For those who dislike garlic's strong odor, this may be a practical alternative, but it's important to remember that supplements should never fully replace fresh food. The closer garlic is to its natural form, the better its overall effect. The key with garlic is consistency. A little bit every day is far more effective than a lot once in a while. Eating a clove or two daily, or using garlic in your meals regularly, builds up its protective effects in your bloodstream. For seniors, this daily habit can mean better circulation, lower cholesterol, and arteries that stay flexible for longer. Consider Mrs. Kim, a 72-year-old who once struggled with high cholesterol. Her doctor encouraged her to take medication, but she wanted to try lifestyle changes first. She began adding crushed garlic to her morning toast, mixing it into salads at lunch, and using roasted garlic in her soups at dinner. After 6 months, her cholesterol levels had dropped, and she felt more energetic. Her doctor admitted garlic was likely playing a big role in her improvement. Practical tips can make garlic easier to use. Always crush or chop garlic before cooking to activate allicin, and let it sit for about 10 minutes before heating. This small step preserves more of the beneficial compounds. Store garlic bulbs in a cool, dry place, not the refrigerator, to keep them fresh longer. And if the smell bothers you or others, try pairing it with parsley, mint, or lemon juice, which naturally neutralize garlic's odor. Some people worry that eating garlic every day might be too much. In most cases, 1 to 2 cloves daily is safe and beneficial. Larger amounts may cause stomach discomfort for sensitive people, but the key is moderation. If you're taking blood-thinning medication, it's wise to consult a doctor before consuming large amounts of garlic, since it also has a mild blood-thinning effect. The beauty of garlic is that it doesn't require dramatic lifestyle changes. You don't have to follow a strict diet or buy expensive products. All you need to do is use it regularly in forms you enjoy. Over time, garlic becomes less a remedy and more a natural part of your meals. A simple flavor that doubles as protection for your arteries. So far, we've seen the science and the practical ways to use garlic. But what does this mean for the bigger picture of health and longevity? Garlic is not magic. It won't erase years of habits overnight, but it is one of those small daily changes that quietly builds strength in your arteries and resilience in your heart. And when you combine garlic with other smart habits, its impact becomes even greater. Think about it this way. Your arteries are the highways of your body. Every moment they carry blood, oxygen, and nutrients to keep you alive. When they're clear, life flows smoothly. When they're clogged, every step feels heavier, every breath a little harder. Garlic is like a maintenance crew for those highways. It doesn't just patch cracks, it helps keep traffic moving. That's why including it in your daily routine matters so much. Take John, a retired grandfather in his late 60s. His doctor warned him about rising cholesterol and blood pressure, and John knew he didn't want to spend the rest of his life relying only on pills. He started small, adding garlic to his salads, soups, and morning eggs. At first, it was just a flavor boost, but over time, it became his quiet form of self-care. 6 months later, his cholesterol numbers looked better, his blood pressure eased, and he felt more confident chasing his grandkids around the park. Garlic wasn't his only change, but it was the one that stuck because it felt simple, natural, and sustainable. Then there's Margaret, a 74-year-old who loved baking for her family. After her husband had a heart scare, she became determined to cook in ways that supported both of their health. She replaced heavy butter sauces with olive oil and garlic, discovered roasted garlic spread that her grandchildren adored, and even experimented with garlic tea. She didn't feel deprived, she felt creative. And the best part, her energy came back. At her yearly checkup, her doctor told her she was doing better than many people 10 years younger. Garlic became more than a food. It became her way of showing love to her family and herself. What these stories show is that garlic is accessible. It doesn't matter where you live or what your budget is, garlic is in every grocery store. You don't need a prescription, you don't need fancy equipment, and you don't need to turn your life upside down. All you need is the willingness to add a little bit each day and the patience to let those small steps add up. Of course, garlic works best as part of a bigger picture. Imagine pairing garlic with regular walks, with nights of better sleep, with using healthy oils instead of reused frying oil. Each of these choices supports the others, building a lifestyle that protects your heart instead of straining it. Garlic amplifies the benefits of those habits, giving your arteries extra protection at every meal. And here's the truth. Clogged arteries are not just a part of getting older. Yes, aging brings natural changes, but much of what we think of as normal decline comes from lifestyle choices. Garlic is proof that even later in life, small decisions can still shift the course of your health. You're never too old to protect your arteries, never too old to give your heart an easier job. So the next time you hold a garlic bulb in your hand, don't see it as just a spice. See it as a tool, a helper, a quiet guardian of your arteries. Each clove is packed with compounds designed by nature to support you. Each time you season your food with garlic, you're not just adding flavor, you're adding resilience. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's not about eating raw garlic every day if you don't enjoy it. It's about finding the form that works for Eurostad, cooked, steeped, or rand, using it consistently. It's about letting garlic slip naturally into your life until it feels less like medicine and more like a part of who you are. Your heart has carried you through decades of love, laughter, challenges, and triumphs. It deserves the care that will keep it strong for the years ahead. Garlic, humble as it is, offers you that care in the simplest way possible. With each clove, you are making an investment in your energy, your independence, and your future. So let garlic be your daily companion, a reminder that nature often gives us the best fixes, not in complicated packages, but in the small, familiar foods we've had all along. Add it to your meals, enjoy its warmth, and let it keep your arteries clear so that your heart can keep beating strong for every moment you still want to live fully.